Hey YouTubers, Grimmy Dragon here, and once again it's review time. And today we are taking a look at the Transformers Titans Return Astrotrain. Yep, we're finally getting a look at the mold, like the figure this mold was made for. First seeing it with Sentinel Prime, but now we see Astrotrain here in his train mode of sorts. Yeah, you could tell it's a train by looking at it. If you look close enough, you can see the train details at the bottom. Definitely looks like you got two engines on each side. But yeah, that is a very heavily decked out train. I mean, you got all these turrets on the top. You got this like command base in the middle of it. I mean, this is the kind of train you're not really going to see out and around anywhere, because it doesn't quite make sense to have a train like this that's on set tracks to roll around anywhere. That's kind of an easy target. Now, granted, they could probably say that this one's adjusted to not need tracks, but then it's not a train, it's a battle vehicle of sorts, or a mobile command center or something. But yeah, we get something for a train mode at least. As you can see, the details are done pretty well. You got a nice setup of light gray, black, and purple going all through it, and for the most part it looks pretty good. You can see I got the weapons set up on the sides. This one is quite loose, although this one's going in tight. But yeah, you can set them up there or on the ports here, and yeah, it'll work. Train does have wheels, although they do not roll very well. So unfortunately, at least not on my desk here. Still, looks pretty nice. Now, you do have the cockpit right here at the top, which is part of that command center I mentioned. But here is Dark Moon. I wonder if he had the movie to thank for his name, but you can see pretty much a repaint of Infinitus with an Astrotrain face on the back. All the details there. If we bring in Infinitus, they actually look very similar to each other. Just one has purple and the other one has orange. Thankfully, Dark Moon is a lot tighter than Infinitus is, who had these really loose, floppy legs. But, yeah. All in all, looks pretty good. Now, for comparisons, we'll get the big one out of the way, comparing Astrotrain to Sentinel Prime. And yeah, the main difference is the colors, as expected. I do like Astrotrain's color scheme a lot better than Sentinel's, especially since it has a lot more details picked out in this form, which is pretty cool. Next up, we will look at the Henkei Astrotrain, who had a smaller train mode, but he was a deluxe. And this looks more like a train than this. I gotta say, this is a little bit more of a believable train, even if it has some stretch points. And last but not least, we'll bring in G1 Astrotrain. And yeah, this is the book series version that had the black and white colors. So it looks more like a real train than the purple train Astrotrain was known for. And I've probably said train so many times right now, but whatever. Anyway, he is a triple changer, so let's get him into his other mode and see how that looks. So here we have Astrotrain in his shuttle mode. And for the most part, it looks good. Um, I do like that it has some of the gray and some of the purple. A lot of purple. Not sure how I feel about the black here, but it's not bad. It's a little flat though. Honestly, the purple on the wings and on the back of the shuttle is a bit much. Like I would have appreciated more of the gray in the wings, just to make it look a little better, and or at least something for the trim, because that flat purple is really flat. And if we bring in Sentinel for comparison, yeah, he has the same problem where the wings are the really flat orange color. But at least he has some silver paint in there to pick something out. Astrotrain doesn't even have that. He does, however, have nice painted black turrets and a nice black and gray trim all around the sides. I do appreciate that much. I like the clear purple cockpit and the gray fins. I just wish that front cockpit piece had windows. It would have made it pop a lot more. Underside, not too much. You can see what the robot looks like from here. Although you do see he has landing skids, which is nice. Guns just pop on. You got multiple places. You got on top. If you move these up, you can put the gun on top, like so. Got gun emplacements on the side, underneath, although not really a lot of clearance to work with that, and on the sides here. So plenty of places to put those guns. Now, aside from the obvious same wing blandness problem, there is a significant difference between the shuttle modes. I think Astrotrain definitely pops better than Sentinel, so he has that going for him. But we'll just bring in some other comparisons. We'll bring in the Henkei Astrotrain, which, as far as really bringing out the G1 style, Henkei does it so much better. And you can see what I was saying with the purple wings and the gray trim, that actually does something for them. And yeah, the red cockpit windows, those were on here. That would really help bring this out. And they could make it black and it'd work. And we'll bring in the G1, because why not? And again, this is the one that has the more actual space shuttle looking paint job. So yeah, but still, I think this is a nice new take on Astrotrain. So why don't we get him into robot mode, see how he looks there. Okay, I gotta admit it, the robot mode really does work for Astrotrain. It's very close to what he looked like in G1. At least in some of the frames, Astrotrain had like a habit of changing his looks from time to time. Sometimes he had a gray helmet like he has here. Sometimes he had a purple helmet like he has on the Takara version that's coming out next month, or this month, depending on when you see this. Um, but yeah, I mean, for some of the looks of that G1 animation model, this works. So, yeah, mileage will vary based on your ideal Astrotrain. But as far as the actual sculpt goes, really solid. Again, this is the same as Sentinel Prime, but it definitely works for Astrotrain. I think it's a safe bet this was designed to be Astrotrain to begin with. And I'm happy to have them. Definitely nice to have a Voyager version of this character. Because we'll bring this comparison in right now. He is significantly bigger than the classics Henkei version. As you can see, I got the Henkei version of Astrotrain out, and while the color scheme is a little more G1 than what this new one is, at least in my eyes, I kind of like the purple helmet, personally. That's my preference, but this new one actually does work. But in any case, as you can see, he has the two guns, just like before, and they fit nicely in his hand. I like the fact that he has all these turrets on his arms, and I like the fact that they're painted. I mentioned that they were on the past two modes, but I really do like the paint because it really makes him look armed. It makes him look powerful. Like he is a guy you don't want to mess with. And that works for him. Besides, Decepticons typically have arm-mounted guns, so it's a very traditional trait for this guy to have. So, anyway, articulation-wise, he does have a little rotation right here, left and right. He also has some more rotation on the head itself, so he can look like a fair distance left to right. He does have some up and, well, not really. He doesn't have much up as far as up and down movement goes. But he does have universal shoulders. A little squeaky, but it works. And you could undo that squeak by just loosening the screw if you really don't like it. So he does have a bicep swivel. More than 90 at the elbow. Nothing at the wrist, really. No waist, just due to how he transforms. Nice, clicky, universal hips, at least clicky forward back. A little bit detented on the in and out. Thigh swivel. 90-degree at the knee. And up and down movement at the ankle so he can get some good walking poses. Which is cool. And I do like that. So I do like that he can actually take a step forward, look like he's coming at you. That works. Now we got the Henkei comparison out of the way. Let's bring in Sentinel Prime. Since they are mold mates. Sentinel's head actually makes him look a little bit taller than Astrotrain. But yeah, same body, same height. So yeah, that's all in the head. But yeah, you got that. We'll bring in his buddy Blitzwing, which I know we're all expecting a new one since that Megatron is pretty much using a Blitzwing body, but The old one, it looks pretty good with Astrotrain as well. And yeah, if you got this one, you can work them together. Then again, since he has the 3 faces, you could probably put this one with lug nut, and it'll work fine too. But whatever. And just for fun, we'll bring in Highbrow because you'll want to see how he looks next to a deluxe. So yeah, I got that. Last but not least, G1 Astrotrain. So yeah, I think this works out. Do like it. I think it's pretty awesome. I think that about covers it. Highly recommend them. So yeah, hopefully we'll see more like this. Would love to see Blitzwing. Be really awesome if Blitzwing came with 3 heads, one for each of the animated faces. Just for fun. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. So until then, goodbye out there, whatever you are.